Alright guys, so we're going to run through something that's just critical to this 16-week challenge and training in general, which is when do you need to change nutrition? When do I need to give you an adjustment? And when is the right time to start adjusting things within your diet to get better results? Now, the first thing you need to assess when you do this is, one, did you get a good result? If the answer is yes, don't change anything. There's no need to change. We're trying to get the most result out of the least amount of disruption possible. Now, we'll put a caveat on this. In the case that you're injured, you're coming back to training, or for instance, we want to speed up the rate at which you're losing or gaining weight, then I might make a change. But in the general context of this discussion, don't change anything because you're doing well. If you didn't get a good result, if the scan went backwards, if you're not happy with how you're progressing, the first and number one question you have to ask yourself from an accountability point of view is, did you track and stick to your diet? So if you didn't track and stick to your diet, then there's no need to change anything in your nutrition, because what we need to do is for you to nail your diet. Remember, a nutritional adjustment is only valid if the previous tracking that you've been doing is accurate. Otherwise, we're shooting in the dark and we're making changes based off numbers that you haven't actually hit. So what's more important is you stick to those macros that week before we start to change anything. Now, if you did stick to your diet and track your diet, the number one question I want you to ask yourself is, are you sure? What about weekends? What about alcohol? Did you drink something like 3 beers, half a block of chocolate? Those are the sort of things that can throw you out of a deficit, especially if you're a female, and cause you to either negate that weight loss or put on fat. So if the answer is then no again, and once you dig a little deeper, if you did go for a few drinks, if you did eat properly, then no, there's no need to change your nutrition. We need to stick to your diet. We need to get those results so when we do change it, the changes are reflective in a change in your body composition instead of just shooting in the dark like we discussed before. If you did stick to it and you're 100% sure and you did all those 1%ers and you nailed your nutrition for all of the 7 days, then yes, adjustments are required, and I guarantee you that myself or one of the coaches will be making adjustments to your nutrition to make sure that you're on track to reach your goals, because that's what we're all here for. We're all invested in you reaching your goals. So if all of this is the case, you didn't get the result you want, you did track your food really well, you're sure you tracked your food really well, we'll be on it and making change in nutrition. But this is the process we want you to go through before you ask for nutrition adjustments and something to discuss in check-ins.